G'day and welcome to Drive Time. Today is all about how you attract success. And the word attract because ultimately success isn't something that you do. Success is something that happens because of what you're doing. Success is something that you attract into your life, into your business, or into your work. And when people start to understand that success is not something that happens, it's something that is attracted, you start to realize that your goals, your dreams, all of these things that you want to have happen because of who you become, not because of what you do. And so let's get into that and dive into the details of that and the 5 main areas we want to cover off on in today's drive. If you're new to Drive Time, we type in where we're at, so thanks those of you who are there, and type in where you're at. Thanks, Peggy, good to see you back. Let me know where you're at so we know where we're driving to today. Okay, so let's use this word attraction. Let's start with that one first and foremost. Many moons ago, they've talked about the law of attraction. I think Wallace D. Wattles was probably the first one to write on the law of attraction. And what happens is that, the way the human being is, you as a human being, how do you attract things into your life? What is the methodology by which that happens? Well, we'll get to the sort of science of it towards the end of our chat here today, but let's deal with the very basic fundamentals, okay? So imagine you wanted a parking lot, and you always think, I never get a parking lot, I never get a parking lot. Guess what? You never get a parking lot. If you're always thinking about what you don't get. And so that's where the first thing into attracting success into your life. Hey, Layla, how you doing? The first thing that you do to attract success into your life is define what success is to you. Define what success is in your business. The moment you have it defined, then the world can go to work to start to attract it into your life and into your business. So, when you look at my formula, dream, goal, learn, plan, act, if you do that, go through 30X life so you understand all of these formulas of success. But when you understand that the definition or defining it, setting the goal, setting the dream, defining what you want in your life is step 1 to attracting it, then you start putting pen to paper. Then you start writing down, here's what I'd like to have happen in my business. The day you set the goals is the day it can start happening. If you don't set the goals, don't expect it to start happening for you. Phase 2 of making sure that your dreams, goals, everything, the success you want is attracted into your life is then working out who do you need to be in order to attract it. Like, you might need more leadership qualities, so you want to study leadership better. You might need more organizational skills if you're going to get there. You might need better planning if you're going to get there. You may need to be more charismatic. You may need to be more better at public speaking. So who do you need to become in order to attract that into your life? And so, yes, define what it is you want to have, but then define who you need to become and work on you. Go to work on learning, studying, attending of seminars, getting coaching or mentoring. Study everything you can. The more you study, the better off it's going to be, because if you start learning this stuff, and you've heard me say this many times before, you got to grow into your goals. You got to grow into what you attacked. Hey, James, how you doing? Remember to type in where you're at for me, gang, especially if you're sitting on the computer. You can do that real easy. So here we are thinking about who it is you want to become, okay? Who do you want to be in order to have, okay? When you define what you want to attract into your life, when you define that and you define who you need to become, then the world starts to work in your favor. Now, what starts to happen is the third phase. You have to start to notice when things are working well. You have to start to notice when the universe puts the right people in front of you or the right circumstance in front of you. And you have to take advantage of that. You have to take action when the universe puts the right people in front of you. It's amazing, the old story of, the person stuck on the roof in the flood and the floods are coming. And so they send the police around and they say, you got to come, you got to evacuate now. And the person said, no, it'll be fine. I'll wait here. God will save me. And then the waters start to rise and they send a boat. A boat comes over to get them out of the house. And they're like, no, I'm fine. God will save me. And then they finally up on the roof and a helicopter comes to take them away. And finally they say, no, God will save me. And then finally they end up dying and they go to heaven and they say to God, why didn't you save me? He said, well, I sent the police, I sent a boat, I sent a helicopter for you, and you didn't take advantage of them. See, the way the universe works is it will send you the police or the boat or the helicopter. You got to take notice of it. You got to notice when the universe is sending you the right people, the right things, and you got to take advantage, take action when that happens. So part 3 is you got to act when the universe collides and gives you all of the great things that you've been asking for. And they may come as a problem, they may come as an opportunity, they may come as a person, but you got to start to recognize when the universe is giving you these tools and methodologies or the people or the places or the opportunities. A lot of the time they'll give you, it'll be an invitation to an event. You go, I don't want to go to that. But that's where you're supposed to meet the right person. So you got to say yes to the opportunities. You got to say yes to the universe giving you the right people to get you out there and put you in the right place so that you actually build this thing, okay? Hey, John, how you doing? Good to have you here. So that's number 3. Number 4, what you have to do if you want to attract success, you want to make sure that success is attracted to you, is you have to celebrate the wins along the way. You have to celebrate and show gratitude and say, be thankful. Because if you start getting success and you don't show gratitude for it, why do you think the universe would offer you more? It's like if you don't take care of your existing money, why do you think the universe would offer you more? If you don't show responsibility with money, don't expect the universe to give you more money to be irresponsible with. You got to manage your money well. And when you're doing that, when you're investing, when you're tithing, when you're doing all the right things with money, the universe rewards you by giving you more and more money to manage and more things to take care of. So make sure, what are you doing, gang? This is the thing. So, number 5, let's talk just for a second about your energy, okay? How does energy work in the law of attraction? Well, it's pretty simple. You as a human being are made up of energy. How do we know this? Well, let's do it real simple. Imagine you had to go without food. How long could your body go without food? Yeah, somewhere between 3 and 7 days usually is what it will be, and maybe longer than that depending upon your reserves of what you got. How long without water? Maybe without water up to 3 days type thing, depending upon, again, the climate you're in, all that sort of stuff. How long can your body go without air? That's right, somewhere between 3 and 7 minutes at most type thing before brain dead. And so, but here's the question. How long can your body go without electricity? Can't. That's death. You are dead the moment you have no electricity. All of those cells in your body. Remember studying this in chemistry when you were a kid in school, right? The positive and negatives, the whole thing. That's the electricity in your body. So that electricity in your body makes you technically a magnet, okay? So there's a positive and negative charge. The charge you put out there into the universe. If you want to prove whether this works or not, go stick your finger into a socket or actually the simplest way to prove that this works, time and time again, I see people saying, am I a magnet? Am I not a magnet? What do I attract? What do I not attract? Well, think about it this way. When you die, how do they start you again? They jump start you. They pull out the defibrillator and they're like, clear, boom, and they throw electricity in you to shock you back into life. So this is what we got to be thinking about. What is it that you're doing and how is it that you are personally attracting things? So your energy, whether you're fit and healthy, what you're eating, all of these things, and it's all in 30X Life, all of these things that you're thinking about that attract more and less into you, the energy you put into your dreams and goals, the energy you put into the negatives, the energy you put into the positives. When someone does something negative, do you dwell on that all the time? If you want to attract success, you got to focus your energy on the positives. You got to have more and more energy. So you got to be fit. You got to be healthy. The more energy you can put into something, the more you will attract it into your life. You're like a magnet, and the more energy you put into it, the more it attracts into you. Great little book on this. It's called The Law of Attraction. It gives you a lot of fundamental tips on this, or in 30X Life, I do it. Law of Attraction was written by Michael Lozier, good Canadian fellow, Michael Lozier. But if you do 30X and you study all of these principles, not just that one principle, you will start to understand how you attract these things into your life. Final point on this one, and that is this, that putting yourself amongst a group of people who are also attracting things into their life is a great place to be. So get amongst the community. Make sure you're on my Billionaire in Training Facebook community. Make sure you're in communities around your work, around your life, that allow you to be around people that are also attracting great things into their life. Remember, those who want to attract negatives will attract negatives. That's the thing. Take care. Bye for now. See you for the next drive time. Oh, what is your biggest lesson from this drive time? Type in your biggest lesson so you start to attract it. Get it? If you type it in right now, you'll start to attract those things into your life. Be well. Take care. Talk to you again soon on the next drive time.